Yeah, my name is Basil Ferdinand. I was long in prison. I was 25 years in prison for the thing I done. I was in the court. I sent for my mom and my dad. Don't blame my friends, blame me. Because why? I am the one to sacrifice my life for my friends, not for my family. But everything I done, money, when I arm robbery, I bring it back to my parents. Until I bring it back to my parents, my mom didn't want to accept that money. Understand? He said, no, I don't want the robbery money. I can keep the money for you to, if one day you're in prison, then you can bail yourself of everything what you want to do. By the time I go to prison, my mother didn't send me there to the prison. My ma het my op police hoofding toegestuurd nie. My ma het my die tronk toegestuurd nie. Ek het my eie kop se kakker gevang. En ek moes staan daarvoor. Jare het voorbij gegaan, jare het gekom en jare het geloop. Ek het myself gevra, nou wanneer raak die klomp jare dan nou klaar, man? Ek wil ook 'n slag in die vrye lewe is, man. Daar by my familie, man. Ek wil ook 'n Kersfees langs die tafel sit, man. Met 'n mes en 'n vork om vir hulle te ondersteun, man. Maar eendag kom het by my by om te sê, jy, wat gies jy aan dit nie tronk? Ek moes sê vir jou ma se ietsie, man. Maar die rede is die, wat ek julle wil sê, man. Ek wil my lewe gechange, man. En soos ek my lewe change, jy sê vir my 2 kinders, wat weggeneem gewees het, die wat ek in die gevangenis gewees het. Dat die moeder hier tyd geëet het vir hulle nie. Maar ook ek doen alles in my vermoë. En ek weet die Here sal staan om vir my uit te jaag. En volgens my, wil ek doen dit nie vir my nie, ek doen dit vir hulle. Volgens my vriend was daar, hier staan Sebastian, wat goed is vir my kinders, kan hom nie verstoot nie. En as jy 'n hand wat jou fiet, moet hom nie afkap nie. As jy moet hom nie agter jou toemaak, jy gaan dit nooit weer oop nie. Volgens my, in my hartklopping, teen my hom, as baie sterke bond. Maar mense probeer alles in hulle vermoë om ons uit mekaar te druk. Maar volgens hy sien self, maar die mense kom nie in gesig tot gesig, aangesig en aangesig saam met my die dinge praat voor hom nie. Hulle gaan van agter af. Volgens my weet ek vir 'n feit. Hy weet in sy hart, al wat ek praat saam hom is die truth. Maar soos ek in die gevangenis gewees het, het ek 10 jaar Bybelstudie gedoen. En aan hy Bybelstudie wat ek gedoen het ek self gesien. Daar is nog iets weet vir my, man. En ek moet te weet om in 'n Bybelstudie te loop. Aan my gedagte weer van klompie dinge aan. Aan my gedagte weer van bekeerde dinge aan. En wel, die dagen loop soos 'n jaar. 'n dag loop soos 'n jaar. 'n nag loop soos 'n dag. Nog langer. En die oggende vroeg, 6:30, dan eet ek my eerste breakfast. Dan wak ek by 12:00, dan kry ek my middag en die aandkos saam. En dan gaat ons maar toegekap raak 2:00. Dan 1:00 is ons toegekap. Dan speel die kinders nog buitekant. Die son is daar hoog, maar ons nog gaan slaap. Dan vra ek vir myself, hoekom het jy hierdie ding gedoen, man? Om my vriende te please. Maar al wat ek sê van julle vra. Die ding wat ek jou wil vra, jy het net van my. Ek was besig om my lewe gechange. Ek was besig om 'n recycling te maak, nie vir my nie, vir die community. For my young people children life. En soos ek wil doen, wil ek vra, as hulle so goed sal is vir my, om my te kan sponsor vir 'n vehicle, dat ek ook my kinders onder 'n dak kan sit, daar wat hulle is. My hart is seer, ek kan nie laat my kinders daar is, en ek is hier nie. En ek reserve die lewe nie. Volgens my weet ek vir 'n feit, daar is 'n japende hand vir my in die land. Het kost net vir my om vir my op te lig. Sien en self vorentoe te staan. Want ander mense gaat nie vir jou oplig en jou gryp om sê kom, jaap jouself. Volgens my weet ek vir 'n feit, die Here weet van Pieter en hy is in staat om alles te doen vir my. Volgens my verantwoordelikheid wat ek het, 8 kinders in die lewe te bring, as jy speel het sê. Daarom het ek sien by vader en moeder, die wat sy het hou vas. Moet net nie verstoot nie, moet net nie vergooi nie. Wat ek maar net vra. Stoot jy help in die hand uit na my kant toe, vir my recycling wat ek wil bezig is, wil doen. Nie die recycling van my nie, maar die recycling van my familie, om hulle op te kan voed. Maar volgens mij weet ik het met hart. Ik ga de Japan aan uitkopen mij. Aan wat ik zoek maar net als stoer. Voor de recycling met Sebastian. Voor mijn toevlucht. Om mij te helpen. Aan wat ik maak hier is maar net een vehicle. Dat ik kan de area schoonmaak. Dus de plastic dat zo leeg, de papieren wat zo leeg, de kaartborden wat zo leeg. Wat die mensen geen net maken doen zodat ik het kom dampelen niet. Maar ik het maar om de community, voor de young generations te helpen. Ah, wat ik me net vraag, blijf weg van gangsterridme, alsjeblieft. Amen.
There was times that before I started with this recycling, I mean every weekend, you will see vehicles get stolen outside there, and they'll come through here right straight into the bush, they'll burn the vehicles, take the stuff, the scrapyards and so on and so on. And also when people walk in there, people could not walk freely without getting robbed of their belongings.
Yeah.
And I realized that because people sit around the corners, they've got nothing to do.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that we can do a lot, because this place used to be a dumping site. People were just bringing in their rubbish from somewhere else. They come and dump.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff that they dump, even if you see up there, is the stuff that is recyclable. So instead of people robbing some other people, they will go and scrape it there. They will get soft plastic, hard plastic, glass, cardboard boxes, white paper, newspaper, all of that, you name it, is recyclable.
Yes.
And they will come and put it on the scale and change for money. So there is no reason why, people should rob people, because now that they are busy, you don't have to struggle to get money to buy bread, because you can pick up the rubbish and come change
without
money
making
to buy
yourself a
bread.
criminal. Yeah.
So that is what inspired me. So in terms of the law, I mean, council has been for the past 3 years giving me hassles. I've been in and out of court. They said I must stop what I'm doing. I'm damaging the environment and all that crap. But I'm saying, don't remove something that is helpful to the community and you don't replace it with something.
Yeah, it would be better to support that to thrive and not, to assist in how do you manage environmental impact rather than shutting you down and reverting back to what was before.
Exactly.
So the community must adapt, and this is growth in the community.
Yeah.
Sometimes growth causes destruction, but that means that you have to grow further to limit that.
And that is what I've been saying, that I have done everything in my power to comply, to operate within the legal framework. They declined since 2014, 2013. I made applications to say I've got a registered business, but assist me to structure this into something formal and that will operate within the framework of law. They said, no, we can't, because they say it's a nature reserve. Now, I want you, if you have got time, to go through here and you see the dumping through that side. Just behind my yard. Then you will see the dumping all over there, and you tell me it's a nature reserve. A nature reserve, if you say there is, trees that of importance, there is grass of importance, then you need to fence it so that people can be able to see. From here, you are dealing with nature going there. But to say that I'm operating in a nature reserve, but far beyond there, you see the dumping. So what is nature reserve about it? But also what is important, nature reserve and people that are struggling with hunger, without work to do. Now you say stop. I mean, close to 300 people are able to come from this morning till when I close at 9 o'clock.
Wow.
More than 300 people will come to change their recyclable stuff, right? In exchange for money.
Yes.
Yeah, if I'm busy, it's close to 30 employees that are employed here, depending on, sometimes I'm busy, sometimes I'm not busy. Now, if you add it up, you will see it's more than 300 people that are indirectly employed, because this is their source of income. They can pick up rubbish and come and sell, and they have money. And more and above that, you've got close to 30 workers who are directly employed, who are earning a wage from sorting plastic and so on.
Yes.
So you come and say from government side and say, stop what you are doing. But you are not replacing something that is going to sustain the livelihood of those people.
Exactly, they provide no employment.
So it's working against the very people that you are supposed to be saving. And this is the challenge. I mean, I've been in and out of court. I have spent a lot of money.
Really?
Every time when I must appear in court, in January, I've got 2 dates already that is set. The 12th and the 19th of January. I need to be in court again to defend myself. And this has been ongoing for the past 2 years, more than 2 years. And if you look at each and every appearance that I need to be in court, there's legal fees up to 5,000 rand that I must be paying for legal representation. But for what? I mean, I'm not killing somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm assisting the community, so why should I be punished for assisting?
The legal authorities should take that into account when they consider your case, especially, considering the fact that they're burdening you with these legal expenses, and that money is getting wasted on that when it could be invested elsewhere, plus the money that they're spending on the prosecution side.
It is sad, because I mean that money, we can be creative and make the project grow bigger. I mean, I have given
make it sustainable. Why not?
A number of proposals to say each and every household in 1 yard, because of poverty, people take people to come and stay in the house, in the yard, and pay rent. Now, each and every house has got more than 20 people staying in the same yard, right? Now, the city of Cape Town have got 1 refuse bin that they put in each yard, and they collect once per week, right? But where you have got such overpopulated area, like more than 20 people in 1 yard, it means it will cost that yard another day for the bin to be full.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all fine and well for major industry to pump products into the environment that consist of these dangerous chemicals and plastics and so on. And then they're not providing efficient disposal to people who obviously need it most because of population density and restricted access.
But the point I'm making is
you're cleaning up.
And
at the same time you're making a mess in some way, which is obviously their argument, but they're not balancing that out.
But how do you balance it out? Because I want to do it in a right way. Maybe if the money that I've spent through the legal expenses, I could have had a big truck that could assist to load some of this stuff that is laying all over and take. But I can't, because then I'm wasting my money towards protecting myself. But the point I was making about each household is that if the bin is full, is collected every Thursday, the second day on Friday, that bin is full, because there's a lot of people. Where should they wait with that rubbish till the next Thursday? It can't be. So they will have to take the bin and come dump it somewhere. As you can see right through in the end, going right through.
If you that go itself inside, is a health hazard that the state's not taking proper responsibility for.
If you go inside there, you will see, you will get people dumping out, because they don't have a system in place to deal with the refuse. Now, I'm trying my level best. I mean, I take every day as you have arrived now. So far, there's 3 loads that went out. There was a bin, there was a big truck with a trailer, and there's a bakkie that went out. Only 1 day. So we are talking about plus minus 5 tons of waste that I have taken out only in 1 day. And it's a daily thing. It's not to say there will be a day that I will skip without taking plastic out. It's or recyclable stuff out. It's a daily thing that I need to take out close to 5 tons every day.
Exactly. You should, in my opinion, you should be subsidized for that service as a community-based service provider. And then if the issue is maybe it's runoff water and waste from the pigs, then provide you with means to develop a system that deals with that in a way that limits at least the harm to the environment. Possibly that waste could even be put to use somehow. So connect you with technology or technologists who can provide access to that sort of thing.
That's also another thing. In the old days before Vrygrond was developed into Capricorn, these new houses, we had animals. We were living one person with big yard. My dad is one of those with many pigs. And it was a manner in which how we have sustained our life without having to go and buy meat from Pick and Pay, because we had animals. Now, when they developed these houses, they pushed the small farmers here at the back, but without supporting them with the necessary skills if we are doing things wrong, with the necessary support so that we do things the right way. But to just come and say, don't do it.
Move aside,
and you don't help us to replace that thing that you are taking away in order to sustain our lives.
Yeah, exactly. The informal economy does fill a huge gap in employment, and it needs proper support, and it needs not to be sort of destroyed by needless bureaucracy, which basically is just to fund a government that abuses those funds anyway and can't properly manage them in order to support the people who need it most.
I really don't know what happened in January if they eventually get it right to say I need to close down. But I'm not complaining much about myself. I'm complaining more about this community that, I'm a person who the people need to work. I've got that talent to be able to see a problem and say, how do I convert that problem into a solution of some sort through creating work for the people. Now, and you cannot say, without land to do these things, without land to keep the animals, without land to do recycling.
And zoning rights allowed.
Where else would we, in heaven, when we are dead? We would want to see this, economic freedom, transformation in our lifetime. Not to say we fight. Our fathers fought many years of oppression, fighting to get these things right. And now we are more than 20 years into the new dispensation, but the system continues. So you ask yourself, where is this thing called freedom?
Where's the justice?
Is it freedom of me moving around, just moving around? But
legislative justice isn't economic justice.
The landfill site is here, not very far away from where we are standing. What they do at the landfill site, there's a lot of recyclable stuff that are thrown there. Now, instead of creating work and allow, and this is one of the suggestions that I've given them, that if you can allow me to organize this community, we run a recycling there from the tip. I can tell you, we can create thousands of employment through the tip. But what they did, they said no. They would prefer, from morning up around about 3 o'clock, the trucks will be bringing in every day, right? And from 3 o'clock up until late, they bring in trucks with rubble to throw on top of recyclable stuff. And then they take that other truck, the one that to
mixes,
compress, roll over the rubble on top of it, so to stamp it, so that people cannot
just bury it,
to bury it. And I'm saying, you sit with people who are stealing because they have no work to do. There you are burying jobs. What sense does it make? It does not make sense at all. No. And I've given them a proposal to say it can work. If it can work in Belleville, it can work in Kraaifontein, why can't it work here? Give us that opportunity, and we will be able to show them that we can run a successful recycling and create massive employment within this community. But again,
save I don't know how many lives. You could probably do a proper study on it, but save how many lives from crime, poverty, and deprivation.
It is sad. It is sad. But you come to a point where you realize, as long as I've done my bit, with all that, I've been a victim of the system. in the past, because of talking a lot, they come and take 36 of my pigs in 2014. They take them to SPCA, saying that my place never used to be here. It used to be that side. On the other side, they said my animals are causing diseases to the community. But here, there was even more farmers.
Yes,
I mean, there were around about 10 farmers.
Yes.
They took only mine.
Really?
That was on the far that side, saying
It's
it
like
causes
you're being targeted.
in the community. But what about all of these people who are much even closer to the community then? I mean, there was even next to the house, Tata George Bob used to have animals there, but it was more playing the man than playing the game.
I see, yeah.
And
Power tripping, and that comes out of ignorance as well, because they're not looking at what else you're doing here.
Exactly.
And if the pigs are the problem, that's the main thing.
How
being
do we-
focused on, then help you fix it.
Yeah.
You know, or provide extra land that's been cordoned off, and then help you formalize what you're doing
formalize
in a
what
way
we are
that's clean and safe.
And put up structures. I mean, we would want to put structures that are decent.
Yeah.
But you can't, because you are told anytime we could be...
Exactly, and you can't spend on that. Yeah, proper construction,
So-
drainage, that kind of thing. You need it.
Yeah, so you stuck. You can't improve. You can also give.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do? Go stand and steal from
Exactly. Yeah. Go and rob. Yeah.
You see, it's like,
Yeah.
but struggle continues.
Yeah.
We need not to give up. And also, what is good about me is that I'm the chairperson of the Vrygrond Development Forum, which is the mother body for all organizations in this community, and I'm their chairperson. So I'm the community leader here.
Yes.
So I can't give up. If I give up, what about those that I'm leading?
Exactly.
Who are
Yeah.
dependent on me and say, Mike,
Yeah.
we need direction. We need you to coach us. You need to develop us into small businessmen, people, and so men and women. But if I give up, then it means then I am not leading by example.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes I take punches to the extent that I lose much of what I should have been making towards the court process. I mean, 2 years, more than 2 years of going in and out of court. Almost every month I'm in court.
Yeah.
Sometimes like this month, next month, I'm 2 days in court.
Yeah.
It means I need to spare 10,000 rand for my legal costs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And ultimately, at the end of that process, I don't know what it is going to hold for me. Maybe they will eventually say close down, but you know.
Yeah, ultimately it seems like
We just have
wasteful
to cross
bureaucracy that
Yeah.
is squandering resources that are better put to assisting development.
Yeah. No, we have just to cross the bridge once we get there, but giving up is not an option. I mean, if you see how busy people are working, that's what we want. People need work, people need jobs, people need to be involved in the economic activities of
And
our
liberated
country.
from suffering by having a place and a role in it and value in society.
Otherwise, we sit with more criminals and the negatives that happens. That
that
goes
just sustains it, alcoholism and drug abuse, and to compensate for
dignity,
that.
all of that
Exactly.
social ills.
Yeah.
But I think that's my story. It's a frustrating one, but I think so far I got used to say just continue fighting. Just have to continue fighting.
What I just said to you, my bro, don't give up.
Not
Go on with your work, my bro. God is there for you, my bro. God open it for you, my bro. Don't give it up because of the government, my bro. You must understand your point. You see, how much people is working for you? How much of people is going to the prison? How much people go out of prison? They don't want to go back
And
to the
some
prison.
come back and say, I don't want to go back, Mike, just give me something to do.
There's a reason.
I don't want to, I want to change my life. Give me something to do, let me just do this.
That's the way you help people.
But also, very interesting, for the month of September, I was voted the community leader #1, SA community leader #1 through recycling, and that was with Cape radio station. So on one hand, there's people who acknowledges what I'm doing, and be voted to be SAA leader for the month of September through what I'm doing through the recycling initiative. But on the other hand, you know, I'm seen as the worst person who is just unruly by those. It's like Mandela. When Mandela was a freedom fighter at the time, he was a terrorist. He was recognized as the worst terrorist. But the day when he was outed, he became the president. The same person we have been on the top hit list of terrorists has become a hero of the world. Now, how do you explain that? How do you explain that? You know? So you can just see the contradictions in life. That depends on how people want to perceive you or what you do, from what angle are they looking at you from. While others are looking at you as a hero, but others will always continue to look down.
Like I was saying to Basil over here earlier, justice is often a matter of perception, you know. The star here. Okay, I'm rolling. Action.
Now and forever.
Hard, man.
I will be